Well, my friend, we are here in the lobby at the Ramach Rachel. Everything in Israel with Jewish is Rachel. It's like Rachel. And it's the year Chet. That's the number 8. It's Chet. So it's 5778. And for those of you that aren't tracking with this, the Hebrew letters and the Hebrew alphabet, where have you been for the last year? But I have run into people here that are from India and all over the world. They say, "Lance, what are watching you on your periscopes?" Which is crazy, man. I can't believe it. People from India watching us. But so the Hebrews, they work off this alphabet and number system. Every letter is a number. Every number is a letter. That's why with the beast it comes out to 666, which curiously enough could be the World Wide Web, which is really the number, the letter 6. Isn't that weird? WWW is the 6. But it's the 50th anniversary of Israel reoccupying the Jerusalem. So that makes it 67 to 2017 makes it a 50-year Jubilee. So Israel's in its Jubilee. So you read Leviticus 25, and it talks about the law of Jubilee. And it really is interesting. It's a time when people are restored to their possessions and their inheritances and their families. There's two things that there's a unique grace on in the year of Jubilee. It's the recovery of ground lost during the previous 50 years and the restoration of that ground or inheritance, plus the restoration of families that are lost. It doesn't take a nuclear scientist to figure out that when you're dealing with 5778, it's the year of the warfare over you recovering lost ground, lost territory, and taking and expanding it to new inheritance that the Lord is adding to you. Because it's a double portion, it's a double grace. And because this is the year with the 5 and the 7, the 7, and the 8. Remember what I was saying last year was the year of the clashing of swords. The year of principalities and powers colliding in the heavens. Last year was an incredible war of words, and America dominated it. And it dominated it primarily through media, Saturday Night Live, Hollywood. Pretty much every demon with a mouth was manifesting. And it was all against Donald Trump, whose primary weapon as a wrecking ball is bluntly stated truth, done as a reset to conserve, to slow down the decay and the destruction of America. What the guy's done, he's not getting any credit for. He has created the greatest employment rate in 16 years. Beat the pants off of Obama and the Democrats, which was no growth in the economy. The Wall Street stock market is at like a 4,000 point increase. It's almost overheated because the whole world believes Donald Trump knows how to handle money. It's just psychological. His UN speech, while Patton-esque and very clear, shook people up because he wasn't talking like a diplomat. He talked about every nation getting back in touch with its sovereignty, its people, its destiny. Amazing. He said, stop this one world globalistic gobbledygook of global climate and global government and global courts. He said every nation's sovereign and on their own. You should be looking out for how to release the prosperity of your nation, and patriotism is a good thing. You people should love. They should love your country, and as a leader, you should think about your nation and take care of it. I mean, this is like the kings. I think it's almost like just add Jesus as the Lord of all, and you've got the millennium type philosophy, which is that there's a glory to be revealed in every nation, and nations go on into eternity. God doesn't create a united Europe. He doesn't create a borderless world. How's that for all our soppy-eyed, theologically limp-wristed Americans out there? It's not a borderless world with no borders. The Bible says that the kings of nations are going to bring their glory into the New Jerusalem. That means that every nation, just like every individual, has a unique glory to exhibit. Nations have glory. God gives them boundaries. He gives them definition, and He gives them He gives them unique talent in order to explore and exploit what God's given them for His glory. Think about that, man. So anyway, that was a lot of what I was getting from Trump that you had to hear last night in order to understand. If you listen to Trump and didn't get that, I understand. I listen with two sets of ears. One's political and policy, and the other one is what's God saying to me. But I'm really jazzed up about this conference here. So I'm in Israel. I'm speaking tomorrow. I started prophesying tonight. It's Rosh Hashanah, and I'm semi-jet lagged on my third day, but man, I got a wicked, terrible language. I got a wicked schedule. I got a really heavy schedule here. But we're going to go right into the government days. We're going to have some ambassadors and first ladies and leaders of nations coming in for 2 days at Mount Zion Hotel. This is it's going to be cool. But the year 5778. Let me get this out of my system. That number 8, the word chet, is, of course, the 8 is the new beginning, but it's shaped very much like a door. And I would say that this is the year when the Church of Philadelphia needs to arise, because the Church of Philadelphia is where I believe God gave the open door, and He promised them that though they had a little strength, that God was with them. It's interesting because many of us are not as strong as we wish to be. Some of us because we're getting older, others of us because we've just been through a long season of making, listen, 8 years with Obama wasn't good, and then having Trump for a breakthrough. If you got involved, if you didn't have any discerning at all, you knew America was in the most critical election year of its cycle, and then to have to deal with the aftermath with all these miserable liberals. If nothing, I mean, we just got to get the brand out there. I don't mean to be political, but you got to get the brand out there, because liberalism is like a theology. It's like a bad theology, in that it's a religion that gets into Hollywood. People can't even do the Emmy Awards without regurgitating. They can't go to a football game without making it a political thing. And here's what I want you to catch. Liberals are miserables. Liberals, miserables. Remember this. Miserables, liberals. Because liberals are the most unhappy people in the world. I know people are going to say, well, Lance, you shouldn't be calling them. I mean, friends, don't call them, they're liberal. The fact of the matter is, you got liberals and you got leftists. Now, liberals as a rule are miserable, but at least they're conversant. Leftists, on the other hand, are the extreme fringe of the liberals. Now, they're the ones that literally are like, they're like the Al-Qaedas of the liberal group, because they have to make every event miserable. You know the thing that's interesting about Christians? We've gotten so polite, nobody even knows we're Christians. We don't even push. It's so far from being offensive and bringing up Jesus at all inappropriate times. Most Christians do not. I mean, we're so secret agents, and we're so politically sensitive. The only evangelism happening in the church is happening in mega churches. As much as I'm not a super fan of the easy in, easy out, mega church design, which is basically modeled to get the maximum number of people in the minimum amount of time to experience an encounter with God. It's the only entity doing evangelism nowadays. Now this guy, on the other hand, see this guy right here? This fine. And by the way, how tall are you?
Is this a live video?
This is a live video.
Wow.
Now, my friend here is a rocking apostolic evangelist in Slovakia. Okay, so you had Heidi Baker, and I'm going to put this sideways. You had Heidi Baker in this last year, and you had just, I mean, really for Europe, Eastern Europe, you really guys were having a breakthrough there, weren't you?
Yeah, 34 nations, and we are hoping to have you come next year.
Well, how many of you like to go with me to Slovakia? I'm telling you, it's a rocking plan, and the Spirit of God was there, and we should go there next year.
Yeah?
I think we should go there.
Yeah, please.
All right. How many of you guys think we should go there? Send him some hearts. Send him some hearts. This guy is standing boldly. Look at that. The hearts are coming in, see? Give him your name. How can they pray for you?
Feels so special now. One of the things in these post-communist countries of Central Europe is the orphan thinking, orphan spirit, that's something that I believe the Lord is doing these days, just releasing fathers and spiritual mothers, for the next generation, and creativity, because for such a long time we were taught that just go with the crowd and don't think differently, and we see just a huge beautiful movement of artists, creative people stepping out and just just expand.
Okay, I'm
kingdom.
I'm convicted
So,
right now because I was sitting here kvetching about politics in America and the miserable liberals, and now I'm convicted because you see he's talking about the kingdom and the orphan spirit and revival. So we'll go. Now, what time of year should we come over there?
well, if you want to come join us for this event, the convocation, that's March. That's a
March?
good time to come.
That's
March,
pretty
the end
soon.
of March. Yeah.
But it's cold over there.
No, the end of March is good.
The end of March is good?
It's not too cold.
And you're not far from Vienna.
No, we are 45 minutes away from Vienna, about 2 hours from Budapest.
Oh, come on, people.
So,
See, some of you older couples there.
all
It's a nice romantic getaway.
beautiful
Exactly.
cities.
Join us for revival. And we want to see Europe. We want to see Europe
Yeah.
come alive.
Yeah, we need you. We
All
need
right.
you.
Okay,
So-
we'll do it. All right, we'll do it. All right. God bless you, my friend.
Yeah, see you.
Talk to you soon. All right, he got me off my political rant there. This is why I need the kingdom. I need the youth. The youth keep me going. You know what I mean? And I think we keep them going. Because I'm talking about if they don't move through the open door that Slovakia has now, the liberals are going to mess up the communists. The liberals and the communists are the same thing. I'm going back there again. We have to help these people get delivered from the communists. The communists, they mess up everything. Never have a communist at a party unless you're going to convert them. Only evangelize. We're going to have to get back into evangelism. From now on, here's what I'm going to say. Every time someone on the left tries to politicize a football game, they take a knee, we should get on our knees and start worshiping and praying in tongues. If they start to protest, we should stand up and start to prophesy and preach the gospel. We should just... This is the year of the clashing of swords, 577, but instead of it being 777, kind of like the Las Vegas 777, but nothing's coming out except arguments. The 8 is the open door for the new thing God's doing, and the new thing God's doing is going to be to give you a strategy that's going to be linked to joy and boldness. Boldness and joy, very powerful counterpunch, boldness and joy. And in the counterpunch, God's going to show us how to tip the scales on the conversation. People in America are happy. We are the most prosperous nation in the world. We're the freest nation in the world. And we have the most degenerative, miserable, complaining, kvetching, unhappy people in the world, primarily on the left. They're not happy about nothing. Nothing's good enough. They don't even know, so they're unthankful. One of the characteristics of the last days is unthankful. So God's giving us an open door to go up into the Spirit. Now, I trust you guys because you hang out with me. You don't, because you're a different crowd. But a lot of Christians just want to go through the open door to get away from responsibility on planet Earth. The anointing is going to go to the warriors, the happy warriors, the joyful warriors, the ones who are willing to go where the battle is and find the new weapon. The new weapon is the slingshot. The slingshot is the thing that you can use which compensates for the fact that you're the underdog, that you'd have fewer people, that you don't have the major networks, you don't have the advantages that the other machines have, but you've got leverage because the slingshot gives you the ability to defeat the enemy even at a distance. Periscope is a slingshot. Okay, we're going to be talking about these things at our 7M Summit in Orlando. Go to 7msummit.com. Get the wireless package so you could be there because we're going to do 8 hours a day. I'm fighting with my team right now because I want to do long days. You know how I am. I want to start at 9. I want to go to 9 at night. We can take a break for lunch, for dinner, take an hour in the afternoon. But everybody that you see, everyone that goes to my conferences, it's so intense that I guess older people want to take a nap. That's what I'm finding out. Older people can't. So we have to kind of loose up the schedule. It's going to be Orlando. So we're going to go to like 1 or 2 o'clock, take a break till 7. But it's going to be 9 hours of intensity, not 13 hours. So, but I'm wondering about your opinion on this. What do you guys think? The ideal schedule? 3 days. What do you think? Like 9 to, 1, and then, lunch, and then 7 to 9 or 10 at night or 7 to 9. Is that a good schedule? Or would you rather go 9 to 5 can be kind of exhausting? What do you think? I'm never too tired to join in. Am I never too tired to say goodbye? Am I never too tired to... I used to be on a cruise. I remember on a cruise ship once, there was a guy named Frank Gusto. He had a lounge, and anytime somebody was leaving the lounge, he was at the piano, right? And he'd play. We're never too busy to say goodbye. We're never too busy to say goodbye. We're never too busy to say goodbye. We're never too busy to sing. Everybody had like these kazoos. But he's playing the piano, right? By the way, I'm reading the schedules here. I'm going to read these notes in a minute. But I'm doing the Frank Gusto song. Then he do this. You're a grand old flag. You're a high-flying flag, and forever rain. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats through with the red, white, and blue. It was like a George, what's it called? Name of the guy. Not George Gershwin. It's or George something else song. Anyway, he would sing that every time somebody left the bar. So you sang that 5 times a night, but everybody had kazoos. I think when someone leaves the church, we ought at least to have a song. Don't you think we ought to do? We're never too busy to say goodbye. We're never too busy to say goodbye. And then you're a grand old flag. You're a high-flying flag. Do something memorable. If I was pastoring, I would do these things. They may be abnormal, but they'd be memorable. Cohen, that's right, George M. Cohen. Look at my group. They're so smart. No, it's not Cohen, like a C-O-W-A-N. What is it? It's Cohen. You love when I sing Cohen? Personally. That's my Groucho Marx impersonation, because I'm from New York, Anyway, George M. Cohen, exactly. You guys is just a smart group. Why did I get such a good group? All right, I got to hop off the phone because my battery's about to go out on me. Anyway, it was a very enlightening time. Did you enjoy my visit with my Slovakian young man here? He's got tattoos. The guy's built. I mean, you couldn't see it because I actually was standing on a step next to him. He's like 6'4". He's like a big bodybuilder. But I feel safe with people like that. No, his name isn't George M. Cohen. Get off of Cohen already. We're off of Cohen. What's the matter with you people? Are you reading each other's texts? People are already responding. Cohen, stop it. And stop. It's not C-O-H-N. It's C-O-H-E-N, I think, not A-N. Is it A-N? And he was Jewish. Yes, he was Jewish. 5118 in the Hebrew calendar. You're a high-flying flag and forever. I love that song. Now it's going to be in my head. You're the emblem of the land I love, the home of the free and the brave. Every heart beats true with the red, white, and blue. I think we should be singing these. When people are protesting, we should break out into You're a grand old flag. What do you think? When people are burning the flag. And Antifa rallies, we should just break out and show up and sing You're a grand old flag. It would screw up the whole dynamic. It would mess the whole thing up. Nothing makes a protester more pissed off than a happy singing person on the other side. This is the new element I'm talking about. These are the strategies you're going to get at the summit. You don't want to miss this summit. It's going to be wild. We're going to initiate a whole new attack. All right. I told you guys, go to 7msummit.com, get the Wi-Fi package. I think there's a discount. If there isn't, ask for a discount. Hey, I got this guy makes shofars. He's hilarious. Yes, my friend. We're doing a broadcast.
Shalom. I really can't be on the broadcast.
You can't, but he can't be on the broadcast. He's supposed to be discreet. Yeah, I don't want anybody who's going to get in trouble being on a broadcast. Say hi.
Hi, shalom. Shana Tova.
Shana Tova. Anyway,
come to Jerusalem.
Come to Jerusalem. This guy evidently is comfortable talking on the TV. Well, everybody else is sitting in the lobby. These are the kind of lobbyists we need in America. How you doing? Happy lobbyist. Say hi to everybody in America and around the world.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right.
Yeah.
Jerusalem, Happy New Year.
Jerusalem, yes.
I love Israel.
Israel, you love Israel?
Yeah.
I hope I don't get them in trouble. I hope they're not supposed to be. This guy here, look, he's having a great time.
Let's go mitzvah and give them their shofar class for Rosh Hashanah.
What are you saying, my friend?
We're going to do the mitzvah.
Oh, no, wait a second. This guy's sleeping right over here.
Well, this is the wake-up call.
Oh, my God. I'm sorry about this. That's amazing. Oh, come on. That is amazing. I'm telling you, that guy, he's a rabbi here. I got a wild tribe, I'm telling you. Is that crazy? And the name of his company is Shofar So Good. Serious, it's Shofar So Good. Bye-bye. Oh, no, we got a lady with a whistle. People are trying to sleep. See, this group is, if you encourage them a little bit, they go off a little bit. This little bit nutty crowd. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.